So my name is Vamsi.
Okay, I'm Akhilesh.
Okay, so you can introduce yourself.
Okay, I would start by saying Vanakkam in Tamil because I'm from South India and I'm from Tamil Nadu. Yeah, I'm Akhilesh and I'm doing my master's in scientific instrumentation. It's in the city called Jena and the university called Sabah Hochschule Jena. So, yeah, I started my master's on 2022 November. So now I'm currently doing my master thesis, still the last stage of my master's. So I'm done with my exams and internships. So still I would guess 6 or 7 months to be done. So then I'm done with my master's. Yeah, I chose Germany because it respects education. It has more value for the education, and yeah, it's free also. Like not much to pay, and the education has a quite good value. The certification is valid all over the world. So that's why I chose. And I did my bachelor's in mechanical. So the mechanical always has scope in Germany. So these are the reasons why I chose Germany.
Okay. So
Germany.
how many languages you know?
Yeah, now I would currently say I speak 3 international languages. One I would consider myself as my mother tongue, and
So
English.
mother tongue is
Tamil.
Okay.
So then I speak a good English and German. I can also speak German. So yeah.
Okay, really good. And what makes you to come Germany, and what you impressed? Something like, is there any inspiration? Something whoever is going abroad and studying there, I mean taking their studies in abroad, something like that. You have any from childhood? Do you have any inspirations or something? If you have any things like that?
Yeah, I always had a passion towards automobiles and motorcycles. So one of the leading countries is Germany. So I wanted to do my automobiles, but like I couldn't click into it. So but I chose like the scientific instrumentation because it's also related to my course, and it was quite interesting. So I'm always open to new fields. So it was quite interesting that it has a new field called optics. So I want to try it out of optics. And as I told before, like Germany's education standards are very, very high. So I wanted to do a master's in Germany, particularly that was my first aim. And then I wanted to try it out a new field, second aim. So this scientific instrumentation related to optics was a quite good choice for me.
Okay. So did you, whenever you were about to come Germany, right? So that time, did you consult any consultancy, something like will support something, right? The first students and all, like.
I consulted twice or thrice companies, like not companies, I would say consultancies, but they didn't favor me out. Yeah, it was like a bit costly.
How the process and all, like you did your own?
Yeah, I did the process by myself. It was not much complicated. It took me 2 months or 3 months of time to understand the process. But once I figured it out, it was this kind of same process, but you have to follow. Everything is, according to Germany, everything will be open. So you yourself can do it. But just you need to put out effort and time to learn it, how it is done. So once you are good at it, and you can do the applications by yourself. But it always takes a time. So I would suggest, if you want to go on like summer, then you should start on the like 1 year before. So you learn for 3 months how the process works. Then you start your application and you prepare your documents. And yeah, Germany is known for its documentation process. So
and I know that there is no any fee for the college. Any college that you select, right? So
some college has the application fees. It's just 75 euros. I would say it's around 4,000. Not too costly. Yeah, some public universities charge, but not too costly. So yeah, it's always to be prepared one step ahead, I would say, so that you go on a track.
That's really nice. Then what kind of challenges did you face when you came to Germany?
First thing was, I was not good at German, but I learned German in India, but I was not good at. I didn't have the confidence to speak here. I didn't find accommodation in my place, so I stayed in a nearby city called Erfurt. I used to travel 40 to 45 minutes. It was a bit hectic, so every day I had to travel 4 and back, so it costed me 2 hours. Traveling alone, it costs me 2 hours daily. This was the first challenge for me, so I would say, if you're looking out for accommodation in Germany, just be ahead, not a one step ahead. I would say, like, to be prepared for it, I would say. Then like the language, so that time I was not good. I feel difficulty to speak because in Erfurt, it's a big city, but you cannot find much international people. So it's always good when you know German, you have the confidence to go and speak anywhere. So that was my second difficulty. So then I learned the language. Then if you know the language, the life becomes easy here. So even though if you work in an English environment, it's better to know the language, so you have the confidence to go and speak anywhere out, and you can make friends easily.
Okay.
So
Those are the challenges here.
yeah,
like
these are the two main challenges. Yeah, one I would say accommodation, language, and just be confident. And the third I would say is you have to take care of yourself. Nobody's going to look after you. You have to cook for yourself. So you have to plan things, and planning things was like I never did in India. So I learned that how to do it. And like in Germany, you cannot just walk in for anything. You should book an appointment. That I never did in India. In India, I could walk in for anything, but here I couldn't do. I should book an appointment 1 week, or even if you want to meet a doctor, you have to book an appointment. So appointment booking and like being scheduled, which was a difficulty. Like it's not like a cultural shock, but it's a planned way of living, which I didn't learn in India, but I got an opportunity to learn, and now I am following it. Yeah.
Okay. So how tough it is to learn the German language? How tough to learn the German language.
Okay.
Like whoever coming, the new people, right? So they don't have anything, right? So even they cannot communicate themselves. Like if any Germans are there in any food courts or something, the restaurants they go. So there, I feel personally like I don't know any German words even. But today also I don't know any single word in the German. But still I am able to communicate in the Leipzig. But any other city, something like the Munich or Frankfurt or the Berlin, something like that. Places, the people are still surviving without any German language on it. So how tough it is to learn them, like if they want to stay longer, something like that, how tough?
Yeah, if you consider big cities like Berlin, Munich and all, I was there in both the cities, so English is enough to sustain. But if you have German, it's a plus point, so you don't have to worry about it. German is a bit difficult, but yeah, if you consider the grammatical part, it's very, very difficult. Now I have B2 level of German, but still I make grammatical mistakes. But just once you start learning, it's going to come. Like you have to practice a lot. Just talk with people. If you make mistake, also be confident. Talk with the people. You learn from the mistakes. So I made a lot of mistakes. When I start talking German, like I was like very bad. Now I think, okay, I spoke of shitty German. Like I can speak well, good. Like it was like too much of mistakes. It was not, sometimes I feel like, okay, that was not understandable, that doesn't make sense in German. But now after a long time of practice, and like my workplace is in German, I have a lot of friends German friends, they help me a lot to go through the process. So now I can speak a good, understandable German. So still I make some grammatical mistakes, but I correct myself when I get time. So like if you focus on the grammatic, then you're never going to speak. So just have the grammatical as a side thing that should be improved day to day, but you have to start talking.
Okay.
Really start talking. So if you have A2 also is fine, but you have to really start talking with people. Then only you can like put some effort and time.
So as of now you are a student, you're still doing some thesis, something like that, right? So how the opportunities, like once you've done your masters or the thesis, whatever it is, so how the opportunities, like in India, if you compare, like something, they have multiple portals like the Naukri, LinkedIn, something they will go and research, you will find some jobs on that. But here, how tough to get the job, and is there any opportunity, something, because you know, right, the market, how it is like, there are multiple layoffs is there, and also all businesses are, it depends on the US market, something like that, right? So how it is like here, is there any, when you compare with other countries, and how the opportunities here, if you want to?
As of now, we have a wide opportunity in Germany. Like many people say they couldn't, but you have a wide opportunity. If you go for small cities and like place like where I'm living in Jena, so like there is a company, like there are many companies, but 70 to 80% companies with the work culture and work languages in German. That's why many people cannot crack it. So like only 20% companies are internationalized. So like people focus on the 20%. So if you go for big cities, there are also big companies where only the English is work culture. So you focus only less companies. So for example, in a big cities, like there would be like 40% of international companies, you still leave out the 60%. Again I say when you have the language as a plus point, just like many company doesn't expect you to talk technically. They wanted to talk like day-to-day language so that you communicate and you know the people that you can communicate with them. That's enough for them. Technical can be done in English also. Some company accepts in English also. But for the day-to-day understanding and like socializing, you need German. That's what the other companies expect. So once you have a German, then it's easy to crack that out. And like experience plays a big role, but you can start as a fresher also. So you have opportunities here. You should put some effort and like to look out for jobs. every city has a job marketing kind of events every like 6 months once. So you can visit there and talk with the companies directly, talk with the HRs directly, and ask the HR's mail ID and anything. You can have the personal contact. You can contact them and talk a lot. So how can I fit in your company? How it is possible? I have interest over this. I have did this. You can explain them to the HR. That you have opportunities. You have to create it. Like if there is not one, you have to create it. You have to meet the job market and create opportunity for yourself.
Okay.
So that's what I would say.
Okay. So at this point of time, so we were thinking about the abroad studies, something like that they're planning, right? So is this the right time to come here as a student or as an employee? So which one is the right
It depends upon their interest. If they still have the interest to study, then I would say pursue a master's in Germany.
Because it involves a lot of factors, like if you are coming as a student, right, you have to pursue a master's here and you have to get a job and you have to learn the language and you have to mingle with the friends or some other countries people who are coming here, right? So this and a lot of challenges will be there for you as a student. But if they are experiencing something, right, like the technology wise or the communication wise, so which one is the best option to choose this kind of German country?
Like
your personal experiences, like you already been here, right, from a long time. So basically you have the good knowledge on that, like we are coming as a employment or the students. Which option is the best option as of today?
So if you start doing your master's here, you will get to know about the studies, how it's done in Germany. So it's pretty difficult. So it's totally different from Indian studies. So you're going to do everything on your own. You will learn a lot of things, especially you will learn to plan things and like pretty good things, organizing stuffs and like technical stuff. You will get knowledge, more technical stuff, technical knowledge. So if you have the interest to do masters, you should start that way. So you have a wide scope also when you do masters. When you have the certificate from like master certificate from Germany, you can apply anywhere in the world. Like it has quite a lot of it. But yeah, if you're not interested in doing your masters, okay, I just want to look out a job in like the Europe countries. So for example, Germany has a good, especially Germany has a good work culture. So it's not like other countries, they have a good work culture. So work-life balance is a good thing in Germany. So if you just want to work, then you should focus on international companies, or like if you know the German like companies like Bosch, which runs in India, they send onshore like to Germany. So they also train people in German. So if you work there, you can learn German and you can come to on-site in Bosch, like do your work here. Just have an international culture, like how it's working, and learn more about German culture and everything. So it's upon their personal choice. So if they do want to do masters, first if they want to pursue their studies still more, then they can do masters. No, if they want to look out for jobs, then they should pursue the other way.
Okay. So do you think that Germany is more technology-wise what they are maintaining right here? You see, right, a lot of paperwork they are preferring because they are more worried about the security, the data privacy, this and all, right? So if you compare with the India, so India has digitalization because everything, the UPI and no paperwork, so everything is online they are making. But here when you come here, right, everything you need to do, the city registration or the insurance and paperwork, whatever you are doing, HR, whatever you are having, right, the paper documentation. There are a lot of documentations around that. So what you feel that? So is that the right choice for the Germans?
They do a pretty lot of documentation, but they can take your records anytime they want. So they have, like, if you want to know about a person, they can start from scratch and they'll scratch it out. They will say, like, at this time you landed in Germany, like, they have the documentation perfect. They'll have your own boarding pass also, like, digitalization, they are a little bit back, but they have like good. Germany is always known for the quality. If they do something in digitalization, then it's going to last for 20-40 years, minimum 20 to 30 years. So that's how they build stuff. So like they don't want to touch it. Once it's digitalized, they don't touch it again. So it's like it runs for 30 to 40 years. So that's Germany is already known for its quality. So that's how they do digitalization also. So yeah, paperwork, yeah, it's a German style, like German culture. So I would say it's a culture, their culture. So they always do the documentation.
And also I heard something like work life and the personal life balancing. like the German people are like they are more something their life balance, whatever their personal lives, right? So they are balancing their life and the work also, and they will do the less work and they will personal life they will give them more time. So that is how they are preferring, because in India if you see the whether they are working on a software or something like that, they used to work 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, something like that. They are stretching their working hours, right? But here if you see, right, so they are quite bored when they have more work, right? They will frustrate and they will not do that kind of long stretch. That and all they feel, right? So what do you feel in that? Like they are good at balancing the life, or how you feel? So what is your opinion on that?
I would personally say mental health is important to do the work. So they do good. They are good at it. So I worked in India also. Pretty much. I used to extend and work. It was pretty difficult. I used to extend and work, but here I don't extend. But that's what I say. In India, it's not well planned. So they just give you a task. They used to do it for like 1 or 2 weeks. So like that's how it's planned. But here everything would be planned. You would have a perfect time for it. So like if it's for 20 days, you can complete the task in 20 days.
Okay.
So that's how it's planned. So like you can manage it, manage it in the working hours. You don't want to extend and work. So
cool. That is very nice here, because I also feel that like there is a work life and personal.
They
life.
consider
both
the
they will balance and mentally.
They consider the mental health as
They will
important.
give more space there for personal things and all. And also they have their dedicated time and appointment, something like that. They will plan for a week, something like that. They are managing. So that is really nice here. And what you feel with Germans, like whenever you try to communicate with Germans, right, how they feel and how they will treat you, something if you don't know the German especially. So if you know the German, then obviously they will interact with you very nicely and like that. But if you don't know the German, right, so how tough to mingle with Germans and how they generally how they react. So when you try to speak something with them, so in that, what is your like experience and what is your feeling on that?
Yeah, Germans are like very nice, but when you speak German, like still people are a bit shy to talk. But if they talk, if they're good friends, they would talk very good, and like if you know the language, they would be open to talk. Some people, like now the new generation is learning good English. They can speak English, so they don't like mind it. They are ready to speak in English. So some people like bit old, they don't speak that much good English. That's why they're a bit shy. But really, they speak good English, but they're feeling shy to speak because they know the mother tongue. For example, that's what I feel like. If I go to like North India, I don't speak Hindi, so it's going to be the same. Like nobody's going to talk with me. I don't speak their mother tongue. Yeah. So that's how it's. So once if you speak the mother tongue, then it would be comfortable for them to communicate. Yeah, people are like nowadays they're like getting educated through the English also. So yeah. So
that's really good.
It's like changing. Like we are in between the stage. So it's not completely changed. So nowadays schools are also focusing in German schools, high schools are also focusing on the second language English. So like once it is done, like people would also speak good English. They don't have the shy. Typically Germans are a little bit shy, but that's the problem. That's the but if they talk, they would talk more good.
Yeah, I think that's all from my side. Nothing is there. So maybe if you have anything to share our upcoming students or whoever coming to the Leipzig, right? Something German, not only Leipzig, Germany. So if you want to suggest anything, you can suggest. Otherwise, we can wrap up here.
Yeah, like be advanced if you're interested in Germany. Yeah, always try to learn the language. So it's always going to help you. So if you're working in English environment also, when you know the local language, you will be confident to talk. You can go anywhere and communicate. Initially, when I was not good at German, I was like a bit afraid to talk. Like I don't know like where to go and ask it. But now when I speak German, I don't like wait for it. I just go away. I need this. I need this help. I can communicate easily. I don't want to wait until a person who speaks English comes. I can directly talk, and it's always going to help you out. A new language is always going to help you out. So for Indians, it's not a new thing. So just you have to put the effort, because in India we already speak multiple languages. So just you have to put some effort and learn the other new languages. But this time time it's going to be a bit international language. In India, it's going to be a state level languages, different states, but here it's going to be a different international language. But trust me, it's going to help you a lot.
Really, that helps a lot because many students are coming here and they are surviving, and even they are taking some permanent residencies and some citizenship. Many people are there coming here as well here. But still, in some cities, you don't find the Indians. Like they are not coming outside and they are not going to school and whenever the weekends. So
That's the Asian style. We are also shy. And like Indians are also shy. Like Asians are also shy. So Indians are also shy to go and mingle with others. So they always go into a circle with their known people and like they will be like, okay, this is good for me.
And also, I feel that there is a food. What you get in India, right? The food and also here you don't find that kind of spicy food and all. And here everything is bread. These kind of things.
Life is always about exploring new things and like adapting to it. So that's how life goes. So instead of having the same thing, try out new things, explore it, and like
that's all.
And especially you get the Schengen visa, you can visit all the European countries. It's a plus point. So consider Germany.
Correct. And I'm going to make that also like something the visa kind of things. There are a lot of visa types, right? For the employment and the people on the upcoming videos. I may go for that also, like making videos, and they need to know what kind of visas and all this thing like that. That's all I think.
Let's wrap it up.
We'll meet you soon. I think I will come to Ina, and a lot of friends is there, right? So we have to know their opinions also, and it will help for the other people like who are looking something, right? Because when I about to come to Germany, right, so that time I was just searching in YouTube somewhere like how the people in Germany and what things we need to take, and how the life there, and how the employment culture, and how to find accommodation, so how to survive with only English, something like that. I used to get some knowledge from YouTube, but unfortunately I haven't get anything because some people will say it is very good, some people will say it's very worst when you are coming for employment. So that is where my thought is like to know the people, some content, what they are looking exactly. So that is what I'm making, some content to show them. So that I hope this will help to the younger people who are coming here. I think I need to look forward. That's all my side. Okay, nice meeting you. So we'll see. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.